A recent federal inspection reports the mistreatment of animals and bad living conditions at a private zoo in Wood County. Fox 51's Nolan Hoffman took a trip to Mineola and is here to tell us what he found out. Nolan.
Katie, Mineola Exotic Zoo in Mineola is closed to the public but offers encounters with nearly 100 animals. Recently, they have been dealing with federal officials over conditions at the zoo. I had the opportunity to talk with an employee today who says everything is now under control.
There's always another side to another story.
An April inspection by the United States Department of Agriculture revealed what they described as filthy and unsafe conditions for dozens of animals.
In between the first report that was done and the most recent report, there have been a lot of changes.
According to Mineola Exotic Zoo, the inspection came after a former employee turned whistleblower alerted advocates about a lack of animal care. The USDA conducted an investigation that found several violations at the zoo, including the death of a marmoset who was let out of an enclosure and electrocuted in a rodent trap. Mandy Miller, who works at the zoo, said the death of the animal was due to former employees not doing their job.
The previous employees that were here during that time, the little marmoset had escaped. We weren't aware of the situation until later on, which is obviously not a reflect on our facility here that we would not ever want to happen.
The owner of the zoo, Michelle Smith, who has owned animals for more than 30 years, is described by current employees as a loving and caring owner.
A lot of things were not being done to the standards of Michelle's standards, which she does hold a high standard for her animals.
The report also details how several animals had been denied veterinarian care, some over a period of time. Miller tells us that's not true.
I can say that Michelle was right on it, getting them to the vet as soon as she knew about it. We've got vet records.
At the moment, Miller says Smith and the rest of the zoo says they are in constant contact with the USDA, getting the facilities up to the standard for their animals.
I hope that people will know that she is doing everything she can, as well as her other employees here that are doing and working hard to get up to par with USDA.
Among other things, the report asks for extensive cleaning of enclosures, proper training for employees, and enough staff for the amount of animals they keep. Miller tells us the USDA took none of their animals away, but they are working on decreasing the number of exhibits at the zoo. Reporting live in studio, Nolan Huffman, Fox 51 News.